I was too busy enjoying an amazing stream done by Keldoge. You guys should really give him a like and subscribe. It seems the G-Man, the G-Rizzle to the Hizzle, decided to play hunting season on Looking for the WARTZ. So let's watch this, shall we? The chat replay is not up, and I really don't care right now.
He was going to push Shanny over the over this and bend her over here. Well, they could have got inside this way.
Enjoy.
And then let me show you another way. I think they could have got inside. Although Shanny couldn't, but Jason could if he wanted to. Let me show you guys something here real quick. Like right here, this is how he might have actually got inside through here. There's a little hole right here. Like I said, that's his business if he did. I think that's how he got inside. Now, remember, he said he was going to bend Shanny over there and they was going to have sex. But that's not even the best part. I think I know where their tents are. There's two of them. And you got to follow this path here. The reason why I know this is because when I got off the bus, I came over here. And then I look down and there's two green and white tents under there. So we're going to go take a look at this. But anyway, if this is it, I believe this is one of the locations he made his videos. So why don't you guys come for a walk with me? I want to show you guys something interesting before I go down there because this is a little bit dangerous. And then I got some messages. And I got a little response I want to do to David Anthony. Let me show you what I saw here today that I thought that was really interesting. It's in the same area here in this building. And we passed this last time, and we went through this alleyway over here, right? So let me show you guys something interesting. Because there's a couple of ways you can get inside this building. Yeah, if he's smart enough to do that, I can't really blame him. He can get into one of these abandoned buildings, but I think if they get caught, they're going to get in a lot of trouble with this private property. Let me show you guys something here. You guys can find it to be interesting here. This is another way he could have gotten that. Not Shanny, obviously. Shanny isn't going to be able to get through. That's why I don't believe they're in there now. Because he's obsessed with her. He's going to want to be with her all the time. So I want to show you something really interesting, but I got to do this quick. This is the station's right there. Wait until you guys see this here. I gotta be quiet though, okay? Because they will be under this bridge here, I think. So let me show you something here. Now, the way I can get down here, I realize if I go down that street path, I can walk right past without nobody really noticing me. So I'm going to do that right now so you guys can see that there's two tents over there. I noticed that when I was walking. Matter of fact, I'll show you it. So people can see that I'm not making this up.
So after this, we're going to be sniping the Demogorgon because she's live. Let's finish off with the G-Man.
I gotta disturb them because it's more than, it ain't just Shanny and Rev that down there. I think it's a couple of people. I think they're sharing tents. Let me show you what I'm talking about here real quick. Hold on. Because at first I went to that spot where it was too dark over there. Remember over there? And it wasn't there. Watch this. Hold on. Okay, now you're gonna have to like pause your computer to zoom in to see the two tents that I'm talking about. So let me show you here real quick. A little bit more. So that's how he's making his streams and deceiving people. Okay, all right. And there's an easy walk over there. So where's the shelter at, though? And they're not really going that far. I knew they wasn't walking that far. But then they must be getting their food up the hill. That's how they're doing it. Okay. So let me show you something here. I'm about to show you right now where they're at. Hold on. Where I think they're at. There's two tents over there. You see? I don't know if you guys can see those tents over there, but that's where I think they're at right there. So, and the station's right here. You know what I mean? And then this is where they're making their YouTube videos. I was looking at that and I was like, wait a minute, something's off. Because I know I saw, and Sheetz is right up the street up here. It's daytime now, so I can see everything. I can't see nothing at night because I remember walking up here. You have to walk a good little distance up there. It's a good little, maybe 8 or 9 city blocks up there. Then you can see them, but that's where I think they're at. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the site over there where Jason was making his videos, and I'm gonna try to walk around casually on that down there, because this is where the runners run, from what I understand. So we're gonna see, without disturbing them, breaking the law. And then while I'm doing this, I'm gonna make a little response to David Anthony while I do this. Then I'm gonna go back to Shanny and Rev. David Anthony got really angry because he saw me out here doing this. So it was just 2 weeks ago that I was being told that I'm irrelevant, nobody cares about me. He was questioning my sexuality and all this other dumb mess. Shanny and Rev emerges. Now all of a sudden he's yelling at me. What am I doing? Why am I down here? I'm such an idiot. I didn't know David cared. Actually, he doesn't. I think it's reverse psychology, where he wants to be the only person talking about Shanny. He doesn't want me doing it too. And I'm getting annoyed by it, because who are these people to tell me who I can talk about and who I can't talk about? I can talk about whoever I want on YouTube. I've known them longer or as long as him. David Anthony has known about her for a while, but I've interacted with Shanny more times than him. That's for sure. So technically, that means I've known her longer. So this is what he's doing. He's walking from over there. He's coming over here, and this is just one of a couple of places he's making his videos, and he's actually being kind of smart about it. Oh, you can sneak in this way. No. Unless that door actually opens, you can't get in there. But this is where he was talking about he was going to bang Shanny when he bent her over these things right here. Let me show you here. And of course, they was eating here. Now, unless it's a burger. Shanny? Shanny? I don't see him. I'm seeing things. But anyway, if they got out, that means I can find out how they're getting in there then. So anyway, let's go down that path over there and see what's going on with those tents over there without disturbing them. I thought I saw somebody walking around in there. Oh, I hate to see a doctor about my short-term memory loss. Jason, I give you credit, man. If you did what I think you did, you're not as dumb as you look. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk down here and hope we don't get eaten by a bear. I have no idea what's down here. So, but I think it leads me over to that path. I heard about these snakes that they got out here, so I got to be careful. The last thing I want to do, I'm more concerned about the wildlife than I am Shanny and Rev. I'm convinced they're gonna be happy. Well, one of them is gonna be happy when they see me. Let me see. I think I gotta walk down here. Let me walk down here. Or should I walk over here? Let me walk over here. Pretty smart, Jason. Pretty smart. Okay. I'm gonna hand it to you. That was a pretty good one right there. That's how he was able to trick people. Yep, there's the 2 tents right there. The 2 tents are right over there. There are 2 tents right there. There are 2 tents right over there. 2 of them. I knew it. I mean, I may not be the smartest person in the world, but I ain't that stupid. Let me walk down here and try to walk past. Because if they're over there, it must be safe. So, let me see. Almost bust my behind. See, for y'all amusement. Hurt my back, though, man. I gotta cut this mess out. I know. I'm gonna walk around and scope the area before I do anything. That's the road. I want to walk on the road. I don't want to get too close to those guys. And David Anthony thinks I'm stupid, but I'm not. So that must be the guy that he was talking about cuddling with, because I saw another couple over there too. So at least I know where they're at now. Might go on Draven's channel. And talk about this. I don't know, but this is what I'm looking at right now. This is kind of dangerous for me because my back has been twerking lately, and I'm not wearing my back brace, and I don't have my ibuprofen with me. So let me walk over here. It's probably him. What kind of beer is this? Angry Orchard. I don't remember him talking about that. Not Angry Orchard. So now I know where they're at. Now I got to walk past without being direct. And then I can be a little more direct as I go, and then I can conversate with them. So let me try this way, and I'm going to go around. But at least I know how they can get in that building now if they wanted to. I ain't gonna lie, this would make a nice little good camping spot here if I wanted to get away from everybody. This would be pretty cool. A little grill. All right. I'm not going down that. Look at that. No, let me get a walking stick and just go the other way. This ain't that old. I can get down there. Let me see. There was a pole over here. We'll use this. This will do right here. This is going to be perfect for multiple reasons. What the? All right, let me see. All right, let me see. All right, so we're going to walk down that big hill, and then we're going to walk past and see if we see them. If there's only 30 of you or 20 of you watching, you guys are going to be in for a treat in a minute. Live and in person. So let's see. See, now look at that. There's a big hole right there. There's a hole right there. I'm not walking over there. This is why I'm glad I'm doing this in the daytime. All right, let me see. If I fall, y'all better not laugh. All right. Told me I ain't no adventurer. I know y'all gotta be tired of watching those same corny Shanny and Red videos over and over and over again. So, get y'all something different to watch. Hopefully I won't bust my butt and die here. Whoa. I'm wearing sneakers and doing this like a dum-dum. But it ain't like I can do this every day. I can only do this for today. That's it. Sorry, somebody else on YouTube is going to have to come out here and do this. I deserve at least a dollar cash app for doing this mess. Stuff I gotta go through. Oh, let me see. All right, hold on. Let me see. Ouch. Ow. Somebody left their gloves there, you see? That's a Jason move if I've ever seen one. Look at it. Look at this. But he wasn't wearing those, though. Has a spider on it, see? You see the spider? Hold on, let me bring that thing. My phone keeps rotating. I gotta get that thing off of auto rotate. See this here? These are not mine. Those were there. So I had this friend that I was supposed to meet out here, and I know that person would have had some fun doing this to a certain extent. But now they're up there on the hill. We're gonna walk past, and I'm gonna put my phone like this, and I'm gonna give you guys a better view. All right? All right, here we go. All right. So the reason why, no, I don't think you guys understand where they're at. It's not a hill. It's a trail. And what they got to do is they go from there and they just walk around. There's no hill. There's no climbing or nothing. There's a running path here I just found. And the Lackawanna River is there. I think that's the Lackawanna River. Okay? And then when I walk past, you're going to see the 2 tents. So you're going to see what I mean. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to walk with my pole so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, got my shanty beater here if she tries me. I'll let you guys see. I'm about to pass the tents right now. You're going to see them soon. So I'll let you guys see. See, they're right up here. Of course, he's not going to walk down. Oh. Okay, there they go right there. You see? You saw the tents up there? You see that? You saw that? I just showed you the tents. Hold on, I'm going to show you again. Hold on. Wow, they're up there. I'm going to let you guys see what I mean in a minute. I hear them. I'm going to sit here and pretend I'm fishing until one of them show their face. I'm going to have my phone pointing over there so y'all can see them because I can hear them. They're right behind me up there. You'll be able to hear them and see them. I'll keep it there. See? You guys can take a look. When they see me, you're going to see them first. Okay, now if you want to know what I'm looking at down here, this is the Lackawanna River. This is nice. I'll stay here for a couple of minutes. But they should know I'm down here. I'm going to make a little bit of noise so they can know I'm down here. Make it look like I'm taking pictures up there or whatever. Got my shanty beater right here. My shanty beater. See how tall it is. Hold on. I'm 5'11", so you can see how big this thing is. See? I ain't worried about no shanty. I ain't worried about it. I better put my phone on Do Not Disturb because there's a couple of people that might actually call me. Give me a second here. There we go. All right. I hear them up there. I hear them up there. All right. It's confirmed. I know where they're at now. So I hear them. All right, so let me get back up there. So if you go up this way, this is where their tents are at. All right. So I don't know how you make your videos, man. I guess I'm a fan now. I don't think I need this no more, because going up the hill was a lot easier than going down. I have pretty strong legs, so I don't need this to go up. Just to show you guys the steepness of this hill. If I had my running clothes on, I might actually use this for a running exercise. All right, let me get up here. Oh, brother. So now that I know where they're at, now it's time to have my fun. All right. You know, Dragnut, if you're watching this, if you knew how many times this happened to you, you would be freaking out. All right, let me see. Okay, hold on. I will fall if I fall backwards and to my death. All right. Yeah, I stink up here. All right. How do I get back up there? Oh, that's right. There's a little walk up here. That's where the tent's at. So I gotta get up here. This is how they would do it right here. There's 2 tents over there. Okay, hold on. All right. All right. So we found the station. I think they're over there. I'm pretty sure of it. But just so to be on the safe side, I don't need this no more. Let me see. Those y'all know what I was carrying. There's an iron. What do we call that specifically? Is that tempered steel? I forget what we call it. No, it's galvanized iron. That's what it is. Galvanized iron. All right, so let me see this here. By the way, Jason, if you see this, just for kicks and giggles, let's do this here real quick. He said he was gonna bench any over here, right? Okay. All right. Anything you can do, I can do better. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. And he says he's gonna bend her over here, right? Okay. Now, Shannon's more than 350. Whoever says she's 350, she's more than that. Shannon's probably closer to 450. All right, let me see. If she looks the same way as the last time I saw her. I mean, I'm here for a little bit, so let me just walk around a little bit. Y'all can start watching somebody else if y'all want. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit. So the next time I watch him do a live, I got an idea where he's standing. People out here, they drive like crazy people. But some of these people out here are nicer. They drive like nuts out here. I don't think he made a video here. He made a video in front of that one. Because that one has a shelter. He definitely made a video in this lot right here too. That's why he's complaining about the roads, because people was going back and forth here and here. And Sheets is right up the street, so he definitely was over here a couple of times. I'm gonna show you why I know this. Pay attention to what I'm about to do. Oh, yeah, Donnie Trump. Donnie Trump. You're a terrible person, Donnie Trump. You're a terrible person. I'm going to go in front of Trump Towers. And I'm going to do this, that, and the other. To Donnie Trump. To Donnie Trump. To Donnie Trump. To Donnie's been over here, too. He's been over here. He's been over here. He's been over here. And up there, too. Making videos. You think he's so slick? That's why I'm glad I came out here in the daytime and not at night. Because I was here yesterday and I couldn't see anything. I see what he's up. I see what he does now. They still half eating their food. Still leaving clothes that they got out and open and don't even care about them. These two crack me up. Okay, and that's the place where he mainly makes his videos over there. So, from what I understand, this is a very popular homeless area up here, from what I'm told. So, back to David Anthony, by the way. Again, David Anthony was very upset that I came out here and I did this. I don't know why, though, because I'm not relevant. I'm a joke, and I'm all this other stupid mess that he's talking about. You know, I mean, nobody cares about what I'm doing. You know, I need Shandy and Rev to be relevant. And all this other stupid mess coming out of his mouth. Meanwhile, on a daily basis, he's talking about Shandy and Rev. Hussy, talking about Shandy and Rev on a daily basis. But when somebody else does it, it's a crime. The Rock says the gatekeepers can take their nonsense, shine it up real nice, and shove it up their rear ends. That's what they can do. There's a lot of people living in their cars out here. I gotta pray for this area, man. That God helps them. There's a lot of people out here living in their vehicles out here. Homeless or not, they're very patriotic. So, I gotta pray for these people. God gives them an income so that they can get off the street, you know? And that's what I thought they was yesterday. See, it didn't look like that yesterday. It was on the ground. So I pretty much found them. At least I know where they're at now. They seem to be laughing over there and having a fun time over there. Where's the shelter at? Because I ain't going too far. What road is this? This is the road I was on yesterday. The Sheets is right there. So that makes sense. They don't got to go far to go to Sheets. They got an Arby's over here. What else do they got over here where they get the donations? They got a, oh yeah, that hardware store over there. It looks very different up here when you're out here in the daytime versus at night. You can't see anything. Yeah, sorry guys, let me see what time it is real quick. I wonder if I can get to a Dollar General before I get on the bus. Let me see. No, not the bus. I gotta get an Uber. I'm all right. If I can't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Let me see. So I wonder if I gotta watch some of his older videos to see if he mentioned this bridge. They said that there's a shelter on how you doing? How you doing? Somebody told me that there's a shelter on Olive Street around here. But yeah, there's a trail that goes all the way over there where you can walk right to their tent that's right underneath the bridge there. But if you walk on this street here, the whole street is nothing but people living in their cars, man. It's crazy. No wonder they got so much to say about it. I'm starting to think that God never wanted me to see these two because I haven't talked directly to them yet. And that's usually all I need to know that God, what he's telling me to do. How you doing? Let me ask you something. Have you seen a short guy with a haircut walking with a really big woman? About 6'1", 6'2"? Huh? He's white. He wears like a brown coat with fur on it. He says he's a YouTuber. Yeah. Okay. No. I was looking to help them. I don't know where they're at. And he's walking with this really big woman. Her name is Shani. I was looking to get them something to eat, you know. But if you see them, tell them that that Gman was looking for them, okay? Okay, thank you. All right, so. Yeah. There was a guy over there saying, thank you, sir. Because people don't care about these people out here and whatnot. But Shani and Rev made a conscious decision to be out here. They're the weirdest people I ever met in my life. If these other people got $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 tomorrow, they would get an apartment and get themselves together, I think. And Shani and Rev, they say they like this lifestyle. Who knows? But he says he's seen them. So now they're going to know for certain that I was out here. There's another tent over there, down there. I doubt that's them though. There's just there's too much drama you got to go through to get down there. A lot of branches and thorns. And I think this is how they would get there. I don't see Shani doing it. I can see her trying to walk down a hill though. You guys keep thinking she can't go down and she can't do that stuff if y'all want. Yes, she can. And she's been fooling people on the internet for years about what she can and what she can't do. I told y'all when I stopped being their friends that Shani was able to walk. How many times I've been to Walmart with a woman and she's walking around? She had no problem walking to go get food. Anyway, so let me, if they had one of these, that'd be good. They could turn this into a little apartment. But that's where they're at down there. They're down there. And there's some tents over there. They finally got themselves some tents. And I guess to deceive people, they're making their videos over here to trick people about their location. They're actually learning for a change. That's pretty good. It's about time he started using that noggin of his. Or maybe they can walk over here through here, because there's some people looking at me from over here. Oh, okay, they wouldn't have to go through the gate. They can just go this way. I'm sorry, I thought I heard somebody behind me. So this is how they can. Let me go check that tent out over there and see who just to be 100% sure I know what I'm talking about. I doubt Jason didn't know we'd be hiding all them branches. That's too much drama. But there's a blue and white tent over there that I see over there. I'm gonna walk all the way over here because, and it's the same thing. He can easily walk over there and make his videos. It's right there, and they can walk right over there. I don't know if you guys can see that tent over there, but they can just walk right over there and make their videos. It isn't hard. That's what I would do if I was in this situation. Although I would mix it up a little bit more about where I'm standing though. Jason's lazy. He's always been lazy. No, yeah, I want to see something interesting. Who did this? A person with an axe or an animal? Check that out. So there's a makeshift house over there. See the blue and white one right there? There's a makeshift over there. So I don't think that's them. I think that other tent over there, because according to Jason, he said that he was cuddling up with another guy to stay warm. And there's 4 people over there. So 2 per tent at the other place. All right. We go back over there by the bridge. I want to see if they actually come out the tent. Because they got to eat. They can't just stay in the tent all day. There's a black cat over there. I wonder if that's Come on, little guy. Show me what you know. Show me what you know. Show me what you know. Oh, no. Keep going. 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 Jason can't fit. Jason can't even fit in there. Let me see something here real quick. I'm just curious. No, I don't hear nothing. Oh, ow. Ouch. All right. You know I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it. Come on. They didn't go to the door. That would be too easy. I mean, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't have no problem going underneath like that. Move these bricks and then squeeze down there to stay warm. All right, let me go back over there to the bridge. I want to see if they actually come out. Now, if I go this way, I'll be directly above their heads. I don't want to do that. I want to be at a distance and see them. So, let me get this straight. They left Peckville. They came to the station, and they were so lazy, they didn't even leave this area. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Look at that drop. I was just down there. Okay, so we're gonna go on the other side of the bridge. The station is over here. I used to hold Fiona's hand across the street when we used to cross the street in New York. Let me see. I'm even protective of my enemies. I got issues, bro. I really got me some issues. No, they're still not coming out the tent. There was some people over there that was out there, but they didn't do it. See, look. I'm going to leave this here long enough for the content creators to zoom in on this so that y'all can see. That's them over there. See? Just so that y'all can see. All right. see what you guys are saying in the chat. Oh, what's going to happen when I walk up on those? The same thing that happened last time. I'm going to talk to them. How many times do you think I've done this? This isn't my first rodeo. I've done it several times. See, a lot of you people don't know me. That's the problem. I have another channel. It's called Gman, XXOO54, or I renamed it Gman for Christ. Go look up Gman versus the Black Hebrew Israelites. What I'm doing right now is nothing. I used to go to New York. I used to go to their schools where there's 150 of the Hebrew Israelites there at any given time. Knock on the doors and go there to debate them. If you don't know nothing about the Black Hebrew Israelites, because everybody, you talk about how I need Shani and Rev to be relevant, and that's nonsense. It is utter nonsense. Go look up G-Man versus the Black Hebrew Israelites. G-Man versus IUIC. G-Man versus ISUPK. Go look up G-Man versus GMS. And you'll see exactly how nutty I really am. You'll see me rolling up on 20 of them by myself. You guys got this idea because a woman and a guy don't want to see me, I'm not going to show up. That's how I know a lot of you people are new and you don't know me. Dragnut was covering me. Oh, this ain't nothing new for G-Man. G-Man rolls up on a Hebrew Israelites all the time. He would have been said that. But David Anthony, G-Man, you don't know what can happen to you. What did you forget about when I dealt with the Hebrew Israelites? What's wrong with you? And the Hebrew Israelites actually murder people. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm a Christian. The only person I fear is Almighty God. Well, that and wild animals like bears. So at least I know I walked over their heads a few times. That was cool. Now what do I do with my time? I don't respond to David Anthony. Like I said, David Anthony, you don't tell me who I can and who I can't talk about. And then Hussey keep talking about how I'm going to the YMCA and all this other mess. Hussey, if you actually had money and you can actually get $65, get to the bus station over here, and you can actually come down here and actually do what I'm doing. But you don't, because you're too busy sitting on your behind, gossiping about other people, and not focusing on, you and what you can do. You have no creativity. And all I see is jealousy from people like Hussey and David Anthony, because I'm willing to come out here and do this. And this is nothing. Like I said, go look up G-Man versus the Hebrew Israelites. If you really think I need these two to be I got away from the Hebrew Israelites because I got bored with dealing with them. And I felt like God didn't want me dealing with them no more for a while. Yeah, and then David Anthony was defending Shani. David Anthony was literally defending Shani. Gee, man, how could you go out there yelling at his computer or whatnot, hoping that the donations would come in even faster? That little acting job he put on there. Stop it, David Anthony. Be yourself. Be an original. And then one day you can grow up and be like G-Man. Oh, boy. Haters are going to hate. What can I say? But I've done this to the Hebrew Israelites. I've done this to Mormons. I've done this to Jehovah's. I've done this to a lot of people. So, anyway, I think I'm going to get my Uber because this is getting kind of boring. I am going to send him a message. What am I going to say? Shani and Jason! Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm not going to do it. Okay, now I got to get back to reality. Now I'm done with this nonsense. So the homeless guy that was over there, they know Jason and Shani. He said he's seen him. I know I'm going to get a rant video from Rev soon. Rev's going to be ranting when he finds out I was out here. When he finally gets his phone charged or whatever. Maybe he ain't got no battery power. I don't know. Proud to be part of the solution. Report the crime. Send anonymous tips online. Hello, officer. This lady used this poor guy for $750,000, and he's too much of a chicken to get away from her. All right, let me see. All right, so while we wait, I guess we can stand here for a little bit. See what you guys are saying in the chat, because I really interact with this chat like this. I used to like Trader until he went real life on site. Yeah. If you find them, are you going to give them money? No, I'm not going to give them no money. But, you know, I would like to try to talk some sense into them like I always do. You know. I would try to talk some sense into them. You know. Because I can't be the only person that wish I can just, you know, shake them to death and say, listen, wake up. What you're doing is bad decision making and you need to get yourself together and whatnot. Stop lying to everybody on YouTube, because I just showed you their video pattern over there. That's where they're making their videos and stuff at. And then where they're staying isn't very far. The only thing I haven't figured out is where the shelter is and how far they got to walk. Because Shanny's not going to walk that far. Unless they come over here and they get the bus. Then that would be different. So I wonder what bus they would get. How would I find out? So it's pretty cheap to come up here. It's like if I get the WARTZ, I can come up here for $65. If I come up here via the bus, it's like if I want to go to a certain location, I think it's like 70 or 75. And then if I want to get Uber is murder, man. Uber was $229, I think it was $239 from Newark to get up here. $239. Almost $300 from Jersey City. Oh man. But I got the WARTZ, so we're gonna wait here for a little bit. I just got confirmation they are in a hotel. Well, they're in a hotel. How come they didn't make a video? I'm not buying it for a second. So let me ask you guys your questions here. Let me ask you guys your opinion about something here. You think David Anthony is right that I don't have a right to talk about Shanny and Rev? What do you guys think about that? David Anthony was getting mad and he was acting like I don't have the right to talk about them and I don't have the right to come up here. Even though I've known them longer than him. Well, I've known Shanny longer. I don't know about Rev. But I've known Shanny longer, that's for sure. I don't know where he's getting his oh, my battery's almost dead. I don't know where he's getting his information that I don't have a right to talk about Shanny and Rev. I shouldn't be searching for them. So tell me something. What about the people that drove up here when the house was condemned and they wanted to see whether or not the house was really condemned? What about the people that went to Boulder, Colorado and went inside of the house when they left? You know what I mean? Like I got a pretty good memory, you know. And a pretty good memory. Plus, out of all the times I've ever came to them in person, I've never harmed any of them. If anything, they got a sandwich out of me or some candy or money or something like that out of me or whatever. They got cigarettes or something. I always come up here prepared for that stuff. I don't come up here empty-handed. I was supposed to see somebody else. But apparently that's not going to happen either. So, and then I saw some family. Before I go home, I'm going to the Poconos, and then I'm going to go home. And then when I go home, I had to get ready for work, you know, and I'm going to need to wear a back brace. I might not go in tomorrow because honestly, I don't have to if I don't want to. And I might just put on my back brace and stay in the bed all day. I've been doing a lot of this walking, doing all this stuff and whatnot. Well, thank you. People are telling me I can do whatever I want. Thank you. In terms of like, as long as I'm not coming up here and doing physical harm to them or anything like that, or trying to make their situation worse or whatever, you know what I mean? They can't really say nothing except for the fact that I'm coming to say hi. You know? Because if I didn't use my $65 to come up here and, you know what I mean, and do the things that I wanted to do when I came up here, it was actually more than $65 because I had to go to Allentown and then I had to go to Wilkes-Barre one time. So, I didn't spend my $65 on this. I probably would have went on something stupid like candy, pizza, or something else like that. Or whatever. Sometimes I spend my money on dumb stuff. The way I spend more time giving it to anything else. I am gonna do my Burger King. I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna do that regardless. I was gonna do that today. I'm gonna get me a nice Whopper. I just gotta find it. There's a Burger King around here. I think. Actually, there isn't no Burger King up here. I don't think there's a fast food restaurant up here except for them little pizza shops. So they love pizza up here, man. That's for sure. There are a lot of pizza shops. I don't know where the fast food is though. Like the burgers and the fries and all that. I wouldn't mind a steak too, man. Oh, I got a taste for a T-bone. With the cops. And then they see them over there. They don't even. Caramba. Well, I mean, they're not hurting nobody, them tents over there, so I wouldn't even mind tenting over there. Because I like nature. It's just the bears I'm concerned about. I heard there's a lot of bears out here. Marketplace at Steamtown. I ran this marathon twice. This place is boring, man. There's nothing going on over here. I miss my Jersey City. If I was in Jersey City, the cops would have went twice already. Somebody probably would have been shot at by now. And these Chinatowns are boring. Let me see. I wonder why they call it Steamtown. And they call this the Electric City. Does anybody know why they call this the Electric City? They got some interesting nicknames up here. Where's this bus at, man? I wanna get out of here. I don't know if I should go peek back over there again, because ain't nothing else going on. I don't see nothing over here. Hey, Jill, what's going on? Hey, rebuke and reprove. Gman, they want you to talk about Shanny because it lit up Shanny. Just follow the little red heart shaped thing, Gman. Let me see something here. Let's find the little red heart shaped Gman. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's see if this is it here. Hold on. Oh, that ain't it. That ain't it. I haven't seen one of those in years. Let me see. They got a lot of old stuff out here. I wonder if that phone booth is worth any money. Looks like a relic. Let me see. G-Man, you need to use the Arby's bait. Go live from New York. Oh, that's coming. But when I do that, see, here's the thing. When I go live in New York, I'm not going to do that from 42nd Street. I'm not going to be doing that from 33rd Street or 23rd Street. I got somewhere very special I plan on going live at. I'm going to make somebody really mad on YouTube. But there's several YouTubers I can meet up there. Like I said, Hannah Zabi lives up there. I think Nate the Lawyer is still there. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody told me he moved to California or something else. But with those people, I gotta call them first. I'm not really that big of a fan of Hannah no more, and I'm not that big fan of Nate because of what happened when we had that visit. And I'm still kind of salty about that. Let me see. At least I found the historic spot when he bent her over. There you go, right there. That's them right over there. I know y'all see them right over there. Let me see if I can zoom my camera so that you guys can see this here. Nope, can't zoom. Nope, I can't zoom. But that's where they're at right there. You see them? Shani and Rev. See, this would be the third time I helped them if they would have came out. First time I helped them was when they was in Boulder. The second time would have been when they came to the house I used to own. And then this would literally be the third time, but I don't think that's going to happen. And you know what? I'm going to tell you why Shani is so mad at me. You see, have you guys noticed that Shani makes up with the people eventually that she's mad at? She couldn't stand Carrie, but then made a couple of positive things about Carrie when she was trying to suck up to her a little bit, right? Then there was the time that she didn't like Dragnut, and then she offered to take him to some historic place over there in Boulder, Colorado. There's been times when Ms. Star, she didn't like Ms. Star too much, and she tried to be friends with Ms. Star when they had money. Let me tell you why Shani is particularly angry at me, because I believe that Shani was madly in love with me. I rejected Shani, and you know, and I think it just went deeper. She forgave. How you doing? How you doing? Let me ask you something. Have you seen a really, really, really large woman with a short, skinny guy?
Not recently, no, sir.
They might have talked about being famous YouTubers.
Oh, geez, no, I haven't.
All right. One of them name is Shani. You have it?
No, I haven't.
All right. You take care.
Relax, man.
Gotcha. Let me not bother you no further.
I'll get it done, sir.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you take care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Shani was madly in love with me. What happened? Yeah, I went to the bus station. They was there before, but they're not there now. I think that's them over there at the tents over there. There's 2 tents over there. I think that's them over there. Because they make their YouTube videos up there by that station up there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not going over there. I'm not stupid. They might be packing. You take care. Are you hungry? Huh? Here you go. Here. I was gonna give this to them. I guess. They gonna. Are you okay? Careful. I came up here to show the love, and I don't see them, so nobody wants to come out here today. Here. Get yourself a sandwich or something. Be careful. I don't think sitting there is the safest thing to do. Here. All right. What do you guys see over here? There you go. Be careful, sir. Be careful. Don't let me have to grab you. Careful. That's a steep hill right there. Look at that guy. Here you go. Here. All right. You get yourself a sandwich. All right. All right. Yeah, no problem. You take care. All right. All right. So. All right. So let me just get back over there real quick. From over there. It's a lot of them over there. I mean, a lot of them over there, man. My heart goes out to them. But anyway, let me get over here. See, I'm kind of a hypocrite though, because when I go to work and they start coming to my job and constantly begging for money all the time, I'm gonna blow a gasket, because they come to my place of work and they come begging all the time. But when I see them, there's something I can do. I don't mind doing it. What am I doing? I gotta go back in here. I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I think they got a vending machine in there. I need something to eat. I'm gonna wrap this video up soon, guys, and try to go get me something to eat. I don't need to show all of y'all that. I like it when I make these videos outside versus in that little room space I be in, because when I make those videos, obviously I can't live. I ain't going live again. What time is it? By the time I think, it'd be 11 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Forget that. Boy. See what you guys are saying in the chat, and then I'm going to get out of here. I usually bring my ibuprofen and my muscle relaxers with me, but my back is starting to bother me now. Let me see. I don't got nothing against GED students. I say that because, you see, here's my thing. I have a philosophy about how to deal with puffed up, proud people. You know what I mean? People are going to act like they got a PhD, and they don't talk like they got a PhD. You know, I'm going to accuse them of having a GED. Because all of us, at times, get on here and say stupid stuff that we didn't think about. So, my response to that is to say that they're not as smart as they think they, you know. Because I remember one time Shani got on here and said she had the IQ of presidents. You know what I mean? No, you don't. People keep saying warts and warts and warts and warts. Traitor. The warts hunter. See, let me tell you something. I know who's mad at me and who's not mad at me. Shani's in a position right now where she has no choice but to kiss Jason's butt. But right now, she's so desperate, she'll take help from anybody. I'm pretty sure of it. So, Jason's the one saying all the negative stuff. I haven't found the new video which is saying anything negative about me. So, and yesterday I was talking about buying a sandwich, and I said that I can't say certain things online or whatever. It's called a fat. I mean, it's not a cuss word, so I guess I can say it. It begins with a B. It's called a fat, BASTAR. You know what I mean? So, and I heard them talking about that sandwich, so I was gonna try to find that and then give it to them. After giving them a whole bunch of tough love daddy advice about why they need to get off the street and go get a job so they can get their situation changed, because that's what I always do, and they don't want to hear that. I'm telling you, you think you tell them to get a job. You never see me along with them. You never, especially with Jason. I'm hard on Jason. I'm that big brother he always wish he had. Smack him across his head and say, no, you need to go get a job. Oh, man. Get a J-O-B. That's what he needs to get. So, I'm gonna see if I can get a little restaurant over here, and then I'm gonna wrap this video up. I thought that was Jason for a minute there. That ain't him. I thought that was Jason. Look at the Popo, Captain Popo. Black Popo. I have never, as many times as I've been down here, I've never seen a black police officer in this town one time yet. Not one. They need to do affirmative action down here or something. Or whatever that mess is called, where they give at least one black police officer a job down here. But to be fair, the population, from what I understand down here, is one day I'm gonna come down here. And actually, forget it. That's not even worth my $65. This stupid bus at, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and then I gotta go because I don't think nobody's coming down here. So I apologize for wasting everybody's time. We know where they're at. They're under the bridge there. You all know where they're at now. And there's a restaurant down here. I'm gonna get me some food. And if I see the bus, I gotta sprint back that way. right. You know what? Now that I think about it, let me go back to the station. I don't want to risk that because I'm gonna get stuck here, and I don't want that. I'm gonna have to get a hotel. I gotta work. We'll see. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. I tried, guys. I tried. All right. I kept my word. Now, how you doing? How you doing? If the dude from New York keeps making his jokes, I got no problem with it because it doesn't cost me anything. It only cost me a buck and some $3 and some change to go over the bridge on the path. You know, that ain't nothing. I can do that every day if I want to. Every day. So, there's a lot of people that would stream it for that one. A lot of people that would watch. Actually, maybe not. Because I swear, every time I put his name in the title of my videos, I get like 20 people watching me. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind about that. That'd be a waste of time. Let me get myself in the background here where those guys are at. You can see this here. The station right there. And then right here. And then we got the marketplace over here. You see this? Because I don't know when the next time I'm coming up here. This is the second time I've been up here. And I ended up like not doing everything that I wanted to do. Okay? There ain't gonna be no third time. Not unless I got a guarantee. I'll see you guys in the next one on GTV.
Okay, that was from the word of our sponsors of Gman. And like I said, please don't fucking go IRL. I really mean what I said. Alright, so I'm going to end this stream and then we're going to do an all snipe, alright?